to see you.
Thank you. How are you?
Good. Welcome to class.
Thanks. Nice to meet you.
All right. And Catherine, hello.
Hello, how are you? Good?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Where are you from?
You.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Where are you from?
Can you hear me? Me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Yes, Catherine, where are you from?
Oh, I live in New York, but I'm from Spain.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Okay.
Great, very cool. I also live in New York.
Yeah, you living in New York?
Yeah, yes.
Where? In what?
Near Lincoln Center.
Oh, Lincoln Center. I live in Queens.
Oh, cool. Very cool. So we're not far away. That's fun.
Okay, very nice to meet you.
Great. Nice to meet you too. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Herman, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. Welcome to class. Ramon, hello.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. And have we met before?
I think so, but long time ago.
Okay, okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
From Brazil. Okay, I think I remember you from a long time ago.
Okay, thank you.
Well, welcome. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
And Carlos, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Oh, great.
Great, great, good. All right. Well, welcome everyone. We are all here for a class called Discussion Starters. So we will be discussing an important topic. So the idea is for each of you to have a chance to say your opinion on the topic. And tonight's topic is paternity leave. Paternity leave is time when a mother and a father have a new baby. A job might give a mother maternity leave after she has a baby, or they may give a father paternity leave after they have a baby. So that is time away from work to take care of a newborn baby. So that's our topic. We will start with some warm-up questions. Then we'll learn some vocabulary, do some reading, and some more discussion. If there's time, there's a little grammar in this lesson as well. But our main goal tonight is for everyone to speak. So with that, I do try for this to be kind of a natural discussion. So for that reason, I usually don't call on people. But if there is someone who is very quiet, I might call on you. Otherwise, just speak up when you have an idea. All right, so here we go. Paternity leave. We see a father with his newborn baby. We start with a quote. Excuse me. It is a wise father that knows his own child. And that's the famous playwright William Shakespeare. All right. And just one reminder for everyone, if you are not speaking, just keep your mic on mute. And then when you want to speak, just click the microphone to unmute and start speaking. That will help the sound quality for everyone. All right. So let's start with some warm-up questions. I like this topic because I get to learn about other countries and other cultures. So our first warm-up question, what roles do new fathers have in your native country? And I'll answer first, just to give an idea of how to answer this question. What roles do new fathers have in your native country? In the United States, it's common for new fathers to continue working when a baby is born. Some jobs may give a week off or 2 weeks off work, but most fathers, I think, continue working and don't do as much taking care of the baby as mothers. So usually the mothers stay at home and take care of the baby while fathers go to work. It's changing more, but it still is that way. All right, so how about you? What roles do new fathers have in your native country? And before you speak, remind us all of your native country. All right. Catherine, what do you think?
Stephanie, for example, in my country, in Spain, I know the new fathers they have I think that's 15 days, 2 weeks off to take care of baby. But usually the father go to work and the mother stay on home, take care of the baby. I don't know exactly because I don't have baby, you know.
Yeah, same here.
But more or less. Also, a few years ago, in Spain, they receive an amount for when you get a baby.
A month?
No, and those.
Oh, a nurse.
Okay. No. A benefit.
Oh, okay.
A benefit.
Oh, like a money or financial benefit?
Yes,
Okay, I see.
that's it. Yes. I don't know exactly, but I don't know exactly
Okay.
right now.
Yeah, it sounds pretty similar to the United States.
United States, they're similar, right?
Yeah, as far as I understand, yes.
Okay.
Great, thanks, Catherine. Interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. And let me say hello to Wellington. Hello, Wellington.
Hello, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great,
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Welcome. Francisco, hello.
Hi, teacher.
How are you? I'm great. Great. Welcome to class. I'm glad you're here.
Gracias. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. De nada. And Kako, hello.
Hello, teacher. Nice to see you. How are you?
Nice to see you too. I'm great. How are you?
I'm very well, teacher. Thank you.
Good. All right. So those just joining us, we are talking about paternity leave tonight. Paternity leave. So that is time off for new fathers. And we're on this first question. What roles do new fathers have in your native country? So open question. Anyone who wants to share their...
But sorry, teacher, I had a question for you.
Yes.
I had a question. What do you mean role? Role is like I don't know exactly.
They mean
When you say roles, yeah.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm coughing a little bit there. Just 1 second. Oh, I'm sorry. Good question. Yeah, so roles, I take this to mean what do they do in terms of taking care of the baby?
Mm-hmm.
So do they feed the baby or do they go to work?
Okay.
Yeah, great question.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Stephanie.
Yes.
When you say new fathers, in this way we are talking about many fathers, but if I can say a woman and a man, the fathers, like parents, for example, or not.
So the question is...
Yes, if in this case, if fathers, can I use it for a man and a woman?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Fathers will only be for a man.
Okay.
In this
Okay.
case.
Thank you.
Good, great question. Also, paternity leave is only for men. That's related to the Latin root for father.
Okay.
So good, yeah. For a mother, it's called maternity leave. Great question. All right. So, anyone else in your country? What do new fathers do? What is their role?
Here in Brazil is normally 1 week, as far as I know. But most fathers I know, they are used to take vacation as soon as the baby is born. So in this case, they are leave from the works for 1 month and a week.
Ah, okay. So they only get 1 week of official paternity leave, but
Yes,
then they use their vacation time.
yes, normally that.
All right, very cool. So they take on a little bigger role than in taking care of the newborn.
1 week.
Yes, I think so. Because most father I know, they say the same thing. But I'm not totally sure about if it's 1 week according to the law. The only law I know here is that the women have the right of 4 months, and normally they take 4 months because they have maternity leave, and they have another one by the company, so they can sign up it and transform into 5 months, and normally they take another one by vacation, so it's 6 months normally.
Okay, interesting. So lots more time for the mother.
Yes.
Good, interesting. 1 month seems like a lot of vacation time as well.
Yes, as most people say that.
That's nice. And is that's all Brazilians, right?
No,
Or
except the judges because they have 2 months.
oh wow, okay. All right, that's a nice.
Yes, and I think politicians the same thing, but the minimal time here is 1 month according to the law, and it's the normal time,
Okay.
1 month.
How about teachers? How much do they get?
I think they have the right of 1 month as well, but the time are normally split because students have 2 vacations in a year, and I think 2 periods of 15 days, something like that. So the teacher's vacation is usually at the same time.
Oh, nice. Have to look into teaching in Brazil someday.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But,
Come here.
all right. Others? Anyone else? Any differences, different roles, or? All right. Let's go on to the second one. So number 2, should parental leave benefits be gender neutral? So this is the word you want when you want to talk about both genders, both men and women, parents or parental. So this is referring to both men and women. Parental leave benefits. So should those be gender neutral? For example, should a country give 6 months to every new parent, or only to mothers, or only to fathers? Gender neutral means equal between the genders, or without regard to gender. All right, so let's open that question up. Anyone want to respond first?
Well,
Great.
Please go ahead.
Carlos. Oh, wait, who was that?
okay. I think they shouldn't, cause in the mother case we know that the woman is who bring the boy, so the the son to the world, and maybe because of her her own her own mm, maybe her body, I don't know, is by his own uh, health, maybe the um, the women need to a more time, maybe, that the man doesn't need all that time,
Yeah, that makes sense, right? So maybe women need more time because of um, the physical act of having a baby. Great, thanks, Carlos. Other
Welcome.
thoughts?
I think if the country permit, is a rule, a way, a form of to to not balance, but treat the people the same way, equality. So yeah, I think the the country have to show to benefit in this case parents with the same gender.
Good. So they should maybe give more time to fathers in order to equalize it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Great, thank you, Wellington. Other thoughts? All right, we've got quite a bit to go. But I do want to get to this third one. This is a good question. How do mothers and fathers parent their children differently? So we might have a lot of different opinions on this. How do mothers and fathers parent their children differently? In my experience, my mother was much more strict. And my father was much more permissive. But I think usually it's opposite. I think fathers tend to be more strict, while mothers tend to be more loving or forgiving. So what do you all think? How do mothers and fathers parent their children differently?
Okay.
Teacher.
Yes,
All right. Go
Catherine.
ahead.
I agree with you. I think the father, no, the father always is more. How do you say? I don't know right now.
Strict.
Is strict. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I think it's the same with you. Yeah.
Great, great. Yes, it tends to be that way. Thanks, Catherine.
Hmm.
You're
And
welcome.
Carlos, what were you going to say?
My opinion is that it depends of the gender. Maybe fathers are very different with girls and with boys. So I think it depends.
Ah, good point. Yeah.
And also depends if you are the unique son or the unique daughter in the family.
Yeah, the only son or only daughter. Yeah, you might get treated differently if you're the only son or the only daughter. Your father or mother might be more strict with you, or yeah, good points.
Uh, Stephanie, one question about the one question about the question.
Excellent.
So the question is, how do mothers and fathers parent their children differently?
Mhm.
Parent in this case is the verb.
Yes, it is. Very good.
Okay.
So, what part of speech is parent? It is a verb. So, knowing it's a verb, what do you think it means?
Raise.
Yeah, exactly. Let's put that word down here too. So, a synonym for that would be raise. And another one, bring up.
Okay.
That's a phrasal one for you. Great. So, good question, Wellington. And what do
Okay.
you think? Do
It
you
was
think?
it was it was a little confusing for
Ah,
me.
good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I think it's depending. For example, here in Brazil, we have a lot of women that they raise their children and their children, and so in the same way, they they do the they do both. They act like father and mother. So for me, I think it's better for the children um, see that his father, in some way, they have a sensibility. They also cry if they watch a movie or something emotional. And also, it's good that for example, that the for the children that they see their mother doing things that in the past was to only men did because nowadays we live in a society that the rules I think we have to overcome. Um, yeah, I think of course I don't believe that the rule the women has a rule and fathers have other rules. I think the mixture is good for the children and for both.
Yeah, so the fact that they're different is kind of part of why it's good to have both a mother and a father. Um, yeah, that having different people with different ideas. Good, great thoughts. All right, anyone else? Any last thoughts on that question? Okay. So let's go on to this vocabulary. This vocabulary is in the text that we'll be reading in a moment. So we're going to, this is a vocabulary preview, so you aren't expected to know the answer, just to take your best guess. And we're going to start, I think we're going to start over way on the left with Kako. Kako, would you be willing to start with number 1 for us?
Maternity. Okay, letter B, related to motherhood.
Excellent, exactly right. And the root of that word is mater, Latin for mother. Great, thank you, Kako. Thanks for going first. Let's go to the right. Carlos, number 2.
Eligible. Hmm. To have the right to do something.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, that looks right to me. We'll put that so far.
Okay.
Good, yep. And it's eligible. Eligible.
Eligible.
Yep, and if you're eligible for something, you have the right to do that thing, or you can do that thing.
Great.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Catherine, number 3.
Yeah, paternity. Relate to fatherhood.
Good, exactly.
Relate to fatherhood.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Yep, and again, the Latin root there, pater, meaning father. Francisco, number 4.
Okay, teacher. What's up? To refuse or decline a good opportunity?
Great, exactly right. That's a good phrasal verb when you have to say no to something that you don't want to say no to. Good. Ramon, number 5.
Let me be treat.
Oops, nope, sorry, 5.
Reluctant. Is the letter E, to refuse or decline a good opportunity?
They can be similar in meaning, but E is pass up.
Okay, so I didn't say that. So it would be the letter C, to behave towards someone in a... No. Letter D. Resistant, not rather willing to make a change.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right. You might be reluctant to pass up a good offer. Good. Great. Wellington, your turn. Treat.
Treat. Letter C, to behave towards someone in a certain way.
Great. Good. This is the verb to treat. So I treat children more kindly than I treat adults. Good. Kako, next one.
Make ends meet. To have enough money for life's necessities.
Very good. Yep. So 8, make ends meet, is letter I. Very good. Thank you, Kako. So Carlos, you get number 7. Bond.
Me again?
Yes.
Okay. Bond. Mm, let's see. Something that takes away a person's freedom?
Oh, no, that one is
No.
not. This is a verb. That's going to be my
Okay.
hint.
Mm. Well, let me guess because I don't know the answer.
Yeah, this
So.
is not common. This is an uncommon
Okay.
vocabulary word.
Uh, to develop a close relationship.
Yes, very good.
Okay.
Excellent. Great. To bond is what a mother and child do, or a father and child. Um,
Okay.
I bond with my mother when we talk on the phone. Great. Thank you very much. And Catherine, number 9.
Number 9, coats. Let me think. Coat. Something to take away person freedom?
I'm going to give a hint again. This is another verb.
This is something that takes away the person freedom?
No.
No?
Nope, we're going to get that one soon.
Oh,
This is
maybe K. K, an apple safe object that a baby suck for comfort?
no, not quite either. Good, this is new vocabulary. Good guesses. This one
Yeah.
is actually a verb that means to convince. To
To
coax.
convince, okay.
Yeah. Good. And
Gotcha.
the vowel there is pronounced just O, so coax. And this is the type of convincing you do to a child. So, trying to kind of trick them into doing something or ease them into doing something. That's the type of convincing. Great.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you very much. 2 more. Francisco, up next.
Thank you.
Okay, pacifier, a nipple-shaped object that a baby sucks on for comfort.
Yes, that is our pacifier. This comes from, I believe, the word pacify, which means to make peaceful. So a pacifier is something that brings peace to a baby or makes them comfortable. And that means our last one is burden. And a burden is something that takes away a person's freedom. So for me, motherhood would be a burden at this point in my life. All right, so that was our vocabulary preview. You'll see all that vocabulary in our text. There are 5 paragraphs. I'm going to have 5 people read. And I'm going to start, actually, let's see. I'm going to start with some of our quieter people. So let's see. Kako. No, you started last time. I'll be nice. Francisco, would you be willing to start and read our first paragraph?
Okay, in most countries around the world, new mothers take maternity leave after they have a baby. The amount of pay and time off they receive depends on their government and employer. In some countries, fathers are eligible for parental leave. Paternity leave is becoming more common as gender equality improves in the workplace.
Very nice. Thank you, Francisco. All right, we're going to pause after each paragraph for questions. Vocabulary or meaning, any questions?
For me, okay.
What's that? All right. Just one note, pronunciation. Um, stress in parental is actually on the second syllable. In the word parent, it's on the first syllable, but in parental, it moves. Second syllable there. All right. Let's continue. I'm going to go to the right. Ramon, will you take the second paragraph, please?
Yeah, sure. Even though some companies offer a paid paternity leave, many men do not take it. Why would dads pass up the benefit and the opportunity? Some reluctant dads worry about their careers. They don't want to miss a chance at getting a raise. Will their bosses treat them differently when they return to work? Many fear they will be viewed as lazy. Although they want to be at home with their family, they don't want to be laid off when their companies downsize.
All right, great. Thank you very much. All right, questions on this paragraph?
Teacher, what mean downsize?
Good. Downsize is when a company needs to reduce spending, so they fire people, basically. They don't call it firing.
Okay.
They call it laying people off or to be laid off. Basically because the company isn't making as much money, so they are reducing the size of the company, and people lose jobs. This is the nice business way to say people are losing their jobs. Great question.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Any other questions on this paragraph? This is interesting. It's sad that that's true a lot of times. All right, let's go to 3. 3, Wellington.
And 3. Some parents take paternity leave despite the lack of a benefit package. They use up vacation or sick days to bond with their neighbors. The father may quit his job altogether if his partner earns a higher income. This makes it easier for the family to make ends meet on one salary.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, so this goes back to what Ramon was saying about they get just a week. That's the benefit package, is 1 week, and then they use their vacation time to be with their newborns. Any questions on this paragraph? All right, let's continue. Kako, your turn.
One thing that men can't do is nurse their newborns. Is this nature's way of saying that babies should be with their mothers? Some new fathers feel they work harder than their female partners. Coaxing a fussy baby to take a bottle or a pacifier is not an easy job.
All right, great. Thank you very much. So good. This goes back to those physical limitations that Carlos mentioned. Great. And let me just take a moment to say hello to Carlos Andres. Hello.
Hey teacher, what are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Fine teacher.
Great. Welcome to class. And also David. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Good to see you. All right. So, any questions on this paragraph? Oh, wait. Did we? Oh, my goodness. Yes. So, this goes back to the physical limitations. Any questions on this paragraph? Right. One more to go. And Carlos Andres, you're next in line. So, paragraph 5.
Just read, teacher.
Yeah, just read, please.
Okay. In countries where parental leave is not paid, the primary caregiver may be someone other than the mother or father. This is common in the United States, where many employers do not pay for parental leave. When both parents have to work, the burden of childcare often falls on the grandparents. What effect does this have on a family?
Great. Great. Thank you very much. Excellent. All right. So, any questions on this paragraph? All right. So, just some different perspectives on this topic. This is a great vocabulary review. I recommend you do that on your own time. Also this grammar. We'll come back to this if we have time. Some pretty confusing transitional words here with really good examples. So highly recommended. But let's do a little more discussion. So thinking about what we read and your own opinions and your own society and culture, how do babies and older children benefit from a father taking paternity leave?
I think the benefit would be the contact with parents and children can have, because normally fathers don't have enough time to be with their children. There's not father, mother as well. And I think that's it. That's the contact, the opportunity to be with, and the opportunity to talk if they are not a baby, because babies don't talk.
Yeah, good. So the contact, definitely. Great.
Yes.
Great, thank you, Ramon. Other thoughts?
Like I said, nowadays, I think it is the fathers have the fathers to have a parental leave, a paternity leave is good because so this way they can uh, they can resolve things, and so for the children, maybe for not for the children, but for the mothers, they help a lot.
Yeah, it's helpful to the baby just to help the brother, right?
Yes. But the mothers will feel more than the babies.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. Good points. Great. Other thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, one important thing is that when the father is in the house, and is in the house at the more part of the time, maybe it can help in the relation with the kids, because you can be more closer to your father, and it can be like a friend. It's not the same like when you see your father uh, only at night. I'm sorry for that. Only at night, and maybe for 1 hour, and we go to sleep. It's not the same. You don't build the same relationship with your father. Relation. I'm sorry.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. It's not as close of a, and relationship is fine. You can say relationship.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. It's definitely a different kind of relationship when you see someone all day versus only for 1 hour. Yeah, great. Other thoughts? Anyone else for that question?
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, David.
Yeah, I'm maybe the party pooper here, but I think I'm going to disappoint with that point because I believe we have to focus on the quality, not the quantity. I think sometimes we can do a better job just with a couple of hours a day instead of just having 8 hours and neglecting my kids. So I think it's have to focus on the quality of the time that you spend with your kids rather than the quantity. That's my opinion.
I think that's an important point. Yeah, if you can spend all day with your kid, but if you're playing on your phone while your kid watches TV, that's maybe not the best. That maybe doesn't build a relationship. Yeah, so definitely quality is important. Good point. Great. Um, let's go on to another question, and we'll hear from some others. What responsibility should a government have when it comes to parental leave benefits, if any? What do you think? So, should a government give parental leave benefits? Do they have a responsibility to do that? And if so, how much? So that's our question. Any volunteers to answer that one?
Okay, I think yes, definitely the government should give some time off, some paid off for some time off and paid for the parents who take this paternity leave. I think it have to be benefits for everybody in the long run. I think when we have parents, um, first of all, I think in terms of the kids, it's going to be beneficial for the kid and also for the household in general. The parents is going to take help their mother too in the process of raising the kids. But also, I think eventually, all the if the government support this kind of plan, also the private sector is going to look at it and say, okay, we can follow this model. So I think it's very important that the parents have these it should be a law, otherwise nobody will follow. I think what we have now um, as workers, what we have, the 8 hours time that we have to work and 40 hours a week, we we get it from unions. Most of the benefits that we have now. Um, Now that we don't have many unions that support the workers, I guess the government should chip in and say, okay, this is beneficial for this, not only for the family itself, but the whole society in general, in the long run, of course, again. So yes, definitely.
Great, good.
What, can I do a question?
Yeah, Wellington?
Yeah, I have a question for David. Uh, Sorry, I don't understand very well, David. What kind of benefits the benefit to the parent?
Well, for example, if the government pass a law saying that all the governmental companies should provide benefits to the parents. So if you take a parental leave, I think that's the, I don't know if that was the right term, paternity leave, sorry,
It
paternity
was.
leave. There you go. Paternity leave, then you will be able to, get paid, and you have all the benefits, and there won't be any um, problem with you doing that. Then other companies, the private sector probably will follow through, will follow with the same ideas. It happens all the time. It happens, for example, with the minimum wage, for example. In California, I think they are asking for $20 an hour. Uh, so eventually, the private sector we have to also, raise the minimum wage. Otherwise, nobody will like to work for them. Um, so that's what I mean by benefits. If the government, we don't have many unions now, unfortunately, in the United States. That there used to be very strong unions in the United States, not anymore. So it's like, so the government, I think, it could be a way to promote this and make it more general, more, like a benefit that everybody should be entitled to. And
Okay.
and so I don't know. Is that clear? Better now? I'm sorry.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, nice and well said. Other thoughts on that? I know that my government, as David said, in the United States, it really isn't a government responsibility for parental leave rights. It's usually up to the employer, and so unions were very important to get parental leave benefits for some professions. But as David said, unions are being attacked, kind of dying out, and with it, so are benefits like parental leave.
Yeah, this question is a little, I think is complex because I think the government have to support the companies, but you know that, for example, here in Brazil, there are few companies that can pay, for example, can support benefits, good benefits. The majority, the companies are smaller, is pequeñas, is smaller, né?
Smaller
And small,
companies.
yeah, it's small, and so for them is difficult. And of course, I think, for example, we have, I think, the law, like Ramon said, the law permit 1 week to live. But more than this, I'm not sure. I think the government have to be responsible for the um, health and other things, but and support, of course, the parental leave. But there is a point, I think, is the board, is the limit that they can't overcome.
Yeah, good points. Yeah, there needs to be some balance or some limits on it.
Yeah.
It is a complex issue, I think. Great. Other thoughts on this question or anything else on this topic? We're getting near the end, so I want to open it up for any other comments about this topic. All right. Well, maybe let's do one more quick question then. We've got a few minutes. What can mothers or childcare workers do to help working fathers feel more involved in the lives of their newborns? Yeah, so what can mothers or childcare workers do? With technology, I'm thinking there's lots of technology things we can do. What are your ideas?
What can mothers or child care workers?
Excuse me, Stephanie. Is technology things?
Well, I mean, like, I guess one thing I thought of right away is just the ability to communicate using
Oh,
technology. So, like, while a
yeah.
father's at work, a mother can actually FaceTime now instead of just call. So at least the father can see the baby or something. I don't know if that would
Okay.
help very much, but one idea.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah. What do you think? What other things might help? I'm not a parent, so I really haven't thought about these issues in depth.
I'm not needed, so it's the same for me. But maybe try to involve the father in the activities of the baby. Like for example, when you have to change the uh, uh, I'm sorry, I forgot the word. Is you can understand me, teacher? Is pañal.
Yes,
So
the diaper. The
Diapers.
the
diaper.
diaper, yeah. Thank you very much. When they have to change that, so maybe you can just let the father do it. Things like that. Yeah.
I,
Here's your son. Come
I
on,
think
do it.
mothers everywhere love that idea.
Oh, great.
Great, great, great idea, Carlos. All right. Anyone else? Any other comments?
For example, nowadays we see a lot, for example, when the children are in a school, there are meetings where only the parents, the fathers, they are invited, and the meetings are only for the parents, for the fathers.
Hmm.
This way, the schools try to involve the fathers, and I think is a way, a form of involving the fathers, and these schools help the mothers.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's a great idea too. Having special events or meetings for just the fathers. I think that would be very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. All right. Well, on that note, we are out of time, so we are going to stop there. Again, I do recommend looking over that grammar in the lesson. It's very useful. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing your opinions. And if you enjoyed this class, keep an eye on my profile page and join me again in the future.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. See you.
Bye. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Have a
Bye
good
bye.
Thank you
evening.
very much,
Bye-bye.
Stephanie.
Bye. Thank you. My
Hasta luego.
pleasure.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys. Thank you. Bye, Stefan.
Bye.